Alright, so this week, Jessica, do you know what we are going to watch?
I don't know.
It's a movie called Child's Play.
Oh, fuck no.
Have you ever seen Child's Play?
Yes.
Oh, so you've seen the original or the remake?
The original.
Okay, so this is what we're going to see. Here's a poster of it. This is not the original. This is a remake.
Okay.
So any guess about what it could possibly be about before we watch this movie?
Well, because I've seen the original, it's probably the exact same or very similar storyline of, like, some murderer gets murdered and somehow, or he, like, gets a voodoo doctor to somehow put his soul into the doll.
Okay.
And then he's murdering as the doll.
That's your guess?
Yeah.
Alright, well, I'll tell you one thing before we watch it. Even though you've already seen the movie in a way, out of all your guess so far and Jess don't know, that is the worst one yet.
Really?
Yeah, there's no putting his soul into anything.
Oh my gosh, okay.
You're gonna see, you'll see. We're all gonna see. We'll be right back after this transition. So, you saw the first Child's Play. You saw the second Child's Play. So which one stands up to you? You saw both now. What do you think?
The first one.
Yeah?
So much better. I'm too high. What were we doing?
The plot summary.
Okay. A smart device like a Google Home or an Alexa, but it's in the shape of a little boy, which is really kind of creepy. I would not want, but I guess that's because we live in a universe where the first Chucky happened and Annabelle, right? Like, talking dolls is just not a good thing in our universe. Anyways, it's, like, super fucking creepy. You see them being assembled at this fucking factory in Vietnam. You see this one guy is slacking off on his job and the boss comes up and yells at him, fires him, and he's like, finish this doll and then get the fuck out of here.
The way people do when you get fired, they ask you to finish your work and then leave.
Funnily enough, that's what fucking happened to, I'm sure you know this, but the original Little Mermaid VHS design has cocks hidden in the pillars. Mm-hmm. Because they fired that artist, but they had him finish his illustrations.
I mean, I think you have cocks in the mind. I think you're the only one who sees them.
No, I will Google it for you afterwards. Pause this. I need to show you it.
Oh, I know, babe. I'm just messing with you. I've seen it before.
Okay, yeah. So he takes off all the safety protocols on this doll. Now it's an evil doll that can do whatever it wants because it's got a learning program. The more you interact with it, the more it's going to learn. But they took the safety protocol off, so now it can learn. It can't tell the difference between what's quote-unquote good and quote-unquote bad. I mean,
you say that, but then when it does bad stuff, its eyes turn red.
Yeah.
He wants to help Andy no matter what. Like, the cat bugs Andy. He's going to kill the cat because he's like, I'm trying to help Andy. But, like, why are your eyes turning red, dog?
But, yeah, maybe it's something with the programming where he ended up liking being evil because closer to the end, he's doing shit just to fuck with Andy.
Yeah, because he says he's trying to help Andy, but then he's like, he kills Andy's cat, and then at 3 a.m, he's doing a recording.
Yeah, he's playing back the recording he took of the cat fucking dying. Yeah, so that is like a mind fuck.
That was probably the scariest scene, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, because, ooh, terrifying. So yeah, basically it's just an evil doll, and they have to find a way to destroy this evil doll so that it doesn't kill people anymore.
And horror pursues, or does it? So, the old guy in the opening was Henry Caslin. So I guess he's like the Steve Jobs of this universe.
Oh, yes, okay. Caslin Corp.
I think the guy jumping out the window was an homage, if you will, of how they had to have safety nets outside of the Apple companies in like China and Japan. You know what I'm talking about?
No, I've never heard of this.
I don't know the exact country. It's either China, Japan, Korea, but they had a Apple company, an assembly line for phones, and there was literally nets outside because so many employees were like committing suicide because of how shitty the work environment was. And they spelled Buddy with an I.
Going back to that, I did point something out while we were watching it that you didn't get, is that it looked like when they were putting the Chucky doll into the box was intact, but then in the scene where it goes to the shipment of Buddy dolls after the guy jumps out the window and dies, the box is damaged in the corner. Okay. I don't know if they're doing that to imply that, like,
it's a bad apple.
Yeah, it's a bad apple. Like, Did he get out, or is it just identifying, like, okay, this is the broken one, this is the one we're following, guys?
Yeah, because you could look at it as maybe he didn't jump, maybe he got pushed out because he made an evil doll. Maybe, if there was a sequel, maybe you would find out, like, he made the evil doll to kill his boss. but then it turned on him. You never know. I could totally see that.
See, and I'm probably just making this assumption based off of what I know from the first movie, the original Child's Play.
It's funny because we assume he killed himself because he lost his job, but he gets fired because he was daydreaming, and it's like, I wonder what happened earlier that day. Like, and he saw his wife cheat on him, and now...
we watched a pirated copy, so there were no subtitles for what was actually being said.
I saw it before, and I don't remember verbatim, but he essentially says, like, you're daydreaming on the job, you're fired, finish up this doll and go home. You piece of shit, like, you fucking dog.
Yeah, okay. So, like, I had no context, but I just assumed that's what happened.
One thing I realized is the Buddy doll is like a Chobit.
Oh, yeah, I introduced you to Chobits, eh?
Yeah, but he is, though.
He is, yes. He is a Chobit.
He's a Chobit, because a Chobit is just
it's not a Chobit, but it's a Persicom, yeah.
A Persicom, yeah, because, well, what's a Chobit?
A Chobit is a legendary Persicom. It's like a subspecies of Persicoms.
Right.
But, yeah, I guess he would be a Chobit, because the Chobits have, like, their own free will.
Yeah, yeah.
And
super creepy show, but I did make that connection, though.
It's a very fetishized show. Every
line is basically, I'm not going to fuck my hot toy.
My hot computer.
But, like, they just keep saying that over and over again.
She's so cute.
And then someone comes in, and he, like, falls on top of it, and they're like, oh, I'm sorry, I don't want to fuck her. And then Buddy wants to check out her programming and touches her, don't fuck my computer. It's a creepy show. I don't know why you wanted to watch it so badly. You asked me, like, 1,000 times, please, let's watch the show.
Actually, I didn't. I just fucking put it on. And then when I was like, oh, yeah, this show's really fucked up, I wanted to turn it off, and you were like, no. We have to watch it now. I need to see what happens.
Because nothing happens each episode. It's like 22 minutes of nothing. I'm like, okay, well, what's the hook? Little did I know the hook is it's hot dolls. The mom works at a store, and this black gentleman comes in, and he's really pissed off because he bought a Chucky doll online, and it's the redheaded one. He's like, I want my kid wanted the blonde-haired one.
Yeah.
And she's like, no, that's the Chucky, that's the Buddy too. You have to wait till next week. In what world would a little black boy want a blonde hair, blue eye doll?
Yeah.
More than the red hair doll. Especially since the Chucky 2, or the Buddy 2, if you will, wasn't just the blonde hair doll. It was a blonde hair doll, a fucking gray hair doll.
Yeah.
A teddy bear.
And a black doll. There was a black one.
That's the one, yeah. So why wouldn't the little boy be wanting... Right, or like maybe they just put the wrong poster up when they were doing it. Yeah, well, either the kid cares or he doesn't. Either he gets the red hair doll and doesn't give a shit that it's not the blonde hair doll because who cares either way, or he gets the red hair doll and he's like, well, no, I wanted the black doll
because I wanted the one that looks like me.
Yeah.
Which, in all honesty, some kids don't give a shit, but there are kids out there that want the dolls that resemble their skin tone.
I really don't think I'm overthinking it. I think that like when the writer was writing it, he was picturing
like a white person.
Yes, exactly.
They probably you don't fucking write descriptions of characters in a script.
Well, there's literally a joke in the office one time where there's like a popular toy this year for Christmas, so Dwight buys out every store, and it's like a Barbie doll that's a unicorn. And Toby's hounding Dwight for it because he wants it for his kid, and he gives it to Daryl. He gives Daryl the last one.
Yeah.
And it's in the box, right? And he's like, Daryl, I'll do anything to get it. I'll pay $100. Like, please let me have it. He starts crying. He's like, it's for my daughter. Daryl's like, sure. And he goes to hand it to Toby. And as he's handing it to him, you realize that it's the black Barbie.
Yeah.
And he's just like, oh, okay.
Never mind.
What I'm getting at, essentially, is that kids are all little Hitlers. They're all racist.
See, the thing is, like, kids aren't racist until you put those prejudices on them. That you have to like your own skin tone better.
The cop. There's a cop in it, and he has a mom. And they're standing side by side, and essentially the conversation goes, hey, Mom, how's it going? Good, I'm gonna go to bingo.
Yeah, he was already at her place, and she called a Caslin car to come pick her up to take her to bingo, and he's like, well, why can't you just wait till I'm off my shift? And it's like, you're already there. If you're supposed to be working, what the fuck does it matter if you drive her now versus in 10 minutes when your shift is supposed to end? You have to leave her house to go back to work to kind of like finish your job, just come back to her house.
Well, because he establishes in like the one of the first scenes that he doesn't live with his mother. He visits her once a week.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's basically it. That it was weird. Like he's standing beside his mom, and she's like, "I'm going to bingo." He's like, "Wait till I'm done work. I'll drive you." And it's like you're standing beside her.
You're already there. Like if you're working, what does it matter now? You're already clearly not working too hard.
The whole movie should have just been not a Chucky movie. It would have worked better. Because they're trying to set it up like Andy is too old, his mom is too young, and she comes in and like, I wrote this down because I wrote, the kid wants a new phone.
Yeah.
He needs a new hearing aid. Instead of that, she gives him a doll that we already know she fucking hates, to her son who's too old to have the doll, just because he was looking at a gift of the doll humping. That's it. She sees him looking at a gift.
A gift, yeah.
He's like going through TikTok or some shit, and based on that, he goes, I need a new phone. She gives him a fucking doll. Yeah. That he's too old for.
To me, that just seems like she's... Like, they're trying to establish that she's a very, like, distant parent. Like, she doesn't really actually know much about her kid.
No.
Starters, Andy's like, what, 12?
Yeah, and he can't even fucking hear. He's got a broken hearing aid. Your kid's deaf, and you buy him a fucking doll?
She didn't buy it. She got it for free.
Which
so
is like...
instead of buying him a hearing aid that he needs, or a new phone because his is cracked to shit, or even fixing his phone, she's going to get him a doll for free.
Well, you can do both. You can give him the free doll and also fix his phone.
Yeah, so why did he have a cracked phone the entire fucking time?
Speaking of his phone, though, there's that scene where he, like, Chucky repackages himself to the little boy, and Andy gets in a fight with the little boy and gets his hands on his phone. He's watching his phone to see what Chucky's doing, and I'm just thinking, well, if it's your fucking Chucky initially, why can't you just see what he's doing from your own phone?
I think it's because the other kid set Chucky up to his phone.
So it unsets it to your phone?
Yeah. Or maybe Chucky reset himself so it kind of disconnected him from Andy's phone.
That's a good point. Maybe this is just a horrible fucking shitty movie that has...
And they didn't think too far into these things like we're thinking into them?
Yeah, that has 6 jump scares in it, 3 of which are the same fucking scene 3 times. Shane opens the fridge. There's
Chucky's not there. Yeah. He closes the fridge. You see Chucky.
And then Shane opens the fridge during the day. Chucky's not there.
And then he closes it and Chucky's like right there, or he's like up on like the counter, and it's like, that's...
And then the washroom one.
Yeah.
And that was stupid. There's 3 scenes where Chucky needs to learn how to stab people. When you just need the one scene. He sees Andy, like, stab the knife into the cutting board the way no human has ever done in the history.
And then you see the doll mimicking that motion. That's all you really needed.
And then later on, I can't remember all 3, but I know this next one was later on.
Later on, they're watching a horror movie.
Oh, then I do remember all 3. Go
where
ahead.
The person is, like, cutting them, and he cuts the face off of the person, so Chucky goes to the kitchen and gets a knife.
He's like, yeah, good idea.
Because they're all laughing, I think that's what it's supposed to establish, that they're all laughing at this movie.
Yeah.
And Chucky's like, oh, this is funny. This is going to make Andy happy.
This doll's, actually, now I think about it, this doll's kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
He thought stabbing Andy, because he tries to stab Andy, right?
His fat friend, Pug.
Oh, shit. So he's like, I'll kill your friend. You like that shit. That is dark. And then later on, the guy's teaching him how to stab it.
The black kid who eventually ends up with him. What's his name?
I don't know.
Anton?
Yes.
Okay. Probably wrong, but whatever.
I wrote in my notes, CGI is really shitty, especially at the end.
Yeah.
I feel like the movie just lost all fucking funding by the end. Like, the budget just disappeared.
Oh, yeah. And, like, it was really gory. Like, the deaths that they did show of, like, the handyman and Shane and,
I like the watermelon scene, though, where Andy just, like, walks.
Yeah, walks by the watermelon with Shane's face pinned on it, and he doesn't register it. And then you see him double back, and he's, like, horrified. Mm-hmm. Well, obviously, that's horrifying.
I thought what they should have done was have Shane, like, establish it. Have Shane show up with watermelons. Be like, oh, I made it in my garden. And then have like, someone use the term melon to describe a head. Someone's head. And then, like... Chucky's just so fucked up, he makes the connection. Everyone wants this Chucky doll. They are all losing their fucking minds for the Chucky 2. Only 2 people in the whole fucking movie own a Chucky doll, and it's the same Chucky doll.
Yeah, like, you don't see anybody else with a Chucky doll. Like,
no.
even in passing, like, a little kid that has Chucky.
It's a toy that walks, and you can just say, come on, Chucky, and it keeps up to your speed.
Yeah, like...
No matter what the ground is, no matter what the turf is. And Anton and fucking Andy are the only ones who own this toy.
Yeah, the only kids that own this toy. And then you see a whole bunch of people at the fucking toy store going apeshit over the Buddy too.
Yeah, we're the other Buddy ones.
Yeah.
See, the reason why Chucky kind of works, the original Chucky, is he's not a doll. Somehow the soul of the human is turning the doll, like, into a human. Because Chucky bleeds.
Yeah.
He has muscles. He can come. He makes a baby at one point. How could a doll kill someone, Jess? How could a doll that's like... Annabelle works because it's like possessed, right?
Yeah.
Chucky works because it's possessed. How the fuck could a doll kill you?
Not a doll, but I think that's why they made it a robot.
So you just think has superhuman strength?
It's a robot. It's a machine, essentially.
Yeah, I guess, but like...
Yeah, like...
It weighs like fucking 12 pounds, if that. It weighs like 7 pounds.
Yeah,
it's a
in
fucking
all honesty,
toy.
if this robot was intended to be like a children's toy, you would think that they would be like manufacturing things even, not even just the safety protocols.
Yeah.
That would inhibit this thing from grabbing things too tightly.
There 1,000% is. Think about how hard a punch would be from a toy. It wouldn't hurt. It's made out of fucking plastic. It would do more damage to itself.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I'm having trouble with this. They should have just made it a different movie. It didn't have to be a Chucky movie. Funny enough, though, this is the second time that Mark Hamill plays Chucky, because in a Robot Chicken episode, he does the Chucky voice, like, years before this.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so he's doing an impression of the original Chucky, where this one's kind of like a new character.
Okay.
I found it really weird. The Chucky models they thought were, like, important to start off with. So you have the redheaded Chucky, which is, sure, that's the character, whatever. Mm-hmm. But then the next series of models is blonde, bear, gray hair, and black boy.
Where are the girls?
There's no girl Chuckies.
There's no girl buddies.
And what is the two people who make up the majority of human race?
Boys and girls.
I was going to say Asians and Indians.
Yes, the two people with like the highest population, yeah.
Why wouldn't you make Asian and Indians so you could sell to the majority of human beings?
Yeah, and like, why are there no Asian ones? Because you would think that, like, Japan, right?
Yeah.
They're huge on technology. Like, their technology is, like, 7 years ahead of what we have here.
There's a guy who has a Scarlett Johansson sex robot.
Yeah.
In Japan or something.
Oh, I like how you know that.
So I've said this twice now, and you didn't really bat an eye. There's a gray-haired Chucky.
Yeah, I noticed that, and my thought was, why would a small child want a silver-haired doll?
I think it's a limited time Henry Caslin doll.
Oh, maybe. Okay, maybe that's who they're modeling it after.
There's no way it's just a gray-haired little boy, Jess.
Yes, no, okay. That does make sense. But you would think there'd be, like, even, like, just one poster being, like, limited edition Henry Caslin Buddy 2. Something in the background that would promote that.
Because it took me a third watch. I thought I was seeing the blonde hair one wrong or something.
Yeah, I was like, are they trying to go for like a really white blonde look? But like, why would they have two different models that have blonde hair?
If I'm being honest, as we're talking, I'm starting to realize Bear Chucky. $20 says this was a different script about a teddy bear that comes to life. And
like Ted, but like...
Yeah.
Ted and Chucky combined into one idea.
The same setup. Because all you have to really do is change Teddy Bear to Chucky.
Yeah.
And the mom and son's names. Mm-hmm. I can't think of anything else you'd have to change.
No.
So actually, I think I would have enjoyed it more if it was a different character, but whatever.
Yeah. You could still call it Child's Play.
No, don't call it Child's Play.
But like, you could still have it be like in this same universe, but...
Call it Ruxpin.
Ruxpin?
Yeah. The Teddy Ruxpin.
I don't know what that is.
You know what a Teddy Ruxpin is?
No.
It's a talking toy from, like... We have a Teddy Ruxpin in a tote somewhere.
What the fuck? We have so much shit that I don't know about. Hang on, I gotta Google this.
Okay.
I have never seen this fucking toy in my life.
What you do is you put a tape up its asshole, and then it reads the book that comes with the tape.
Wow, a cassette tape too, eh?
Yeah, it was a cartoon.
Fuck, this is like old as shit. 1985, okay, makes sense. There's this one scene where, like, the, cop is, like, walking by, like, Andy and his group of friends. Mm-hmm. And, they're being, like, shithead preteens.
Yeah.
And the cop goes, fucking millennials. Now, let me get one thing straight. Those kids are not fucking millennials. That's Gen Z.
Yeah.
Not millennials, okay?
Mm-hmm.
That, I don't know why, but that really pissed me off, because I'm like, no, they're not millennials.
But that cop is creepy. He meets a little boy and he invites him over to his house.
Not even his house, his mom's house. It's one thing if, like, you see him in the hallways and every time you pass him, you're like, hey,
After a while,
you're like, I see you in the halls.
Hey, do you and your mom want to come over? Not, hey, stranger, you want to come over to my house?
Yeah, hello, little boy that I never interacted with before this.
I need an excuse to introduce myself to you so that I'm a part of the story.
Yes, exactly.
I was thinking it was almost like they were trying to comment on how technology kills people.
Yeah.
Shane's two daughters, when their dad's dying, he's like, help me, and they have like their fucking...
Yeah, they're playing on tablets with headphones in. The kids were too into the electronic devices to even like give a shit about what was going on in the real world around them.
But how much better would that have been if instead of playing on their tablets, they were playing with Chucky dolls? So even though like those Chucky dolls aren't killing the dad, like in a way, Chucky is killing you. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And like, where the fuck was his wife?
Maybe she was playing with a Chucky doll. Who knows?
Yeah, playing with the Chucky doll, if you know what I mean.
Playing with a Caslin vibrator.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, and there's a scene where like Chucky freaks out the cat. And just to establish that Shane is a dick, for no reason at all other than that, Shane comes into the room and he's like, hey, the cat's freaking out.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Clean this room up.
And like, what was the point of that? Because to my understanding, Andy's room is at the end of the hallway, right? Mm-hmm. So there is no reason you need to walk down that hallway. Especially if the cat ran out of the room.
Shane was a real bastard, which kind of made sense because they were like, they killed essentially three main people in this movie. The janitor, Shane, and the grandma.
Yeah.
But they made the janitor and Shane such bastards that it was weird that they killed the grandma.
Yeah.
She was nice. Why did Shane and fucking the janitor dicks heads?
Yeah, right? And like, to establish how shitty of a character Shane is, they have him cheating on his wife. Where it's like, they could have written it that like, he was a good boyfriend. Maybe he was too strict on Andy as like a stepfather.
Yeah.
And that's why Andy doesn't like him. You didn't have to make Shane this enormous douchebag that you're kind of like, yeah, like, okay, it's fucked up that he got killed, but you don't really feel anything for him. They've established that he's such a bad character that his death isn't shocking.
Yeah, like, are you trying to scare me or have me root for Chucky?
Yes, exactly. And then with the janitor dude, that guy was fucking creepy. He had cameras in people's apartments, so...
He's the guy who should have invited Andy over because he's, like, lonely, and the mom's creeped out, but because he's creepy looking, because he looks like Jack Black, you know, if he was addicted to meth.
Yeah.
But have him not be a bastard. Have him just be, like, a lonely guy, like, he lives down in the basement, and this fucking Chucky doll's like, hey, want to play? And he's like, oh, yeah, I do want to play. I'm fucking lonely.
Yeah, they didn't have to make those two characters, such horrible people that you're not really meant to feel empathy when they die.
So I'm thinking the writer doesn't know how to write, but then you have the grandma die at the end.
Where it's like, you've set her up as a character that we're kind of like, okay, we like her. She's funny. She's a cute old grandma.
No one in the police station likes the black guy. Because they know his mom is like, it's his mom. She's dead. And instead of stopping him or saying, no, bro, don't go there. Like, that would have been a better scene where, let me through. Like, no, don't go through. And then he's like, looks at his mom and he's all heartbroken. He just walks right up to her dead body, pulls the blanket up. Like, no one's comforting him.
Nobody's... And it's like she had her wallet with her.
Yes.
So even if they didn't know her by sight, they're going to pick her wallet up and be like, oh, this is the same last name as...
so-and-so.
Detective whatever, right? Yeah, and then they'll do like a search on her with her name, and her next of kin to show up would be her son, so then they'd be like, okay, shit.
I'm just going back and thinking about that scene where he's standing a foot and a half away from her being like, Mom, wait till I'm done work.
Yeah, like, what?
What are you talking about?
Like, what? I could see if he was like a beat cop in uniform saying that, but like, he's a detective.
Just don't detect for 20 minutes. You're already home. Like you're already there.
Okay, but the thing is, he has his cell phone. Like, detectives, I don't think they have a normal, like, 9 to 5. They get called in and they go in whenever. So, technically, he's always on the clock because he's paid salary, not hourly.
So, do you think Andy's dad was dead? Or do you think he left the family? Or do you think they just got a normal divorce? Fresh new start. Fresh new start, Jess.
Fresh new start. And Andy did make a comment about how Shane's just going to leave us like everyone does.
Oh.
I think that means that his dad maybe like they broke up and like they were maybe living in the same town and his dad was seeing him for a bit.
Yeah, he's like, I don't want no busted ass broken ear bitch son.
Yeah, and then like he ends up dating a new woman. He's like, you know what? I got a kid with her now. Sorry, son.
Kid's got both ears.
Peace. Yeah.
I could see that. That would have been a good scene to show instead of showing us how Chucky learned how to stab 4 times.
You could even like just a flashback or something just to establish that like this kid's dad is shit.
Well, I mean, the movie clearly was trying to fill runtime, so...
Yeah, that would have filled runtime and it would have set up...
Jess, what was your favorite scene in Child's Play 2019? I think for me, real quick, I don't know if it's my favorite scene, but I like the scene where the mom is being hung by the rope.
Yes.
That was fun. I really like the scene where the little redhead girl beats up a bunch of Chuckies, because I feel like then all the boys go, I'm going with her, because I feel like it's important for young women nowadays to see strong role models in horror films. I think that's important.
Yeah,
Horror/comedies.
That's very important in a horror film.
Yeah.
Is to establish, girl power.
And I liked how the mom at the end killed Chucky, even though it was Andy's story.
Yeah.
Because girl power, Spice
Girl power,
Girls.
yeah. 100%. I love those scenes as a woman.
Yeah.
Somebody who was born, with a uterus. That was very important to see in that movie for me.
Someday a girl's gonna grow up on these movies, and 9/11/2 is gonna happen, or like a hijacking, and she's gonna just get up and be like, "Guys, don't worry, I got this."
I got this.
And
I'm a strong, independent woman.
I'm a strong, independent woman. Watch this. And then she's gonna get a bullet between the fucking eyes. What was your favorite scene though?
Oh, we just went over it. That
was a good time, right?
Yeah.
What was your least favorite scene?
So. My least favorite scene?
Yeah.
My least favorite scene was when Andy came home and the cat was just stabbed to death.
Yeah? When you saw the dead cat stabbed so many times that you came so much you had to change your pants?
That is 100% it.
You were uncomfortable afterwards?
I need a new pair of pants, guys. Hang on.
From 1 to 10, what'd you think of the movie?
Child's Play?
Child's Play 2019.
2.
2 out of 10?
2.
I like bad movies.
Yeah,
they're fun to watch.
I normally enjoy bad movies as well, but this one was it was so bad.
I'd probably give it 5 out of 10, just because I know I saw it 3 times and I enjoyed it, so it wasn't a good movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it. So, I hope you guys enjoyed listening to us talk about Child's Play. Jessica, is there any final thoughts?
If you can avoid watching it, don't watch it.
See, I say if you're a fan of Mark Hamill, you should watch it.
I mean, ultimately it's your choice no matter what, but
if you're a fan of the mom, the actress who plays the mom, you want to see
Aubrey Plaza,
and you want to see her in a serious role, I say watch it. Unless you're those two things. Oh, if you're like a diehard Chucky fan, and you want to see every Chucky related thing, I say watch it.
I still think if you're a diehard Child's Play fan for the original stuff, this is going to be a major letdown. Well,
they're not going to make a sequel, so it doesn't matter. And Chucky's getting his own TV series, the real Chucky, not this weird robot bitch.
Oh, the good guy doll thing?
No, I mean Chucky from Child's Play 1, 2, 3, Bride of Chucky, Seed of Chucky, those movies. That character is getting a TV show.
Oh, I'm excited.
Yeah, so that'll be good. So we don't have to worry about this weird Mark Hamill one. Anyways, that's all I got to say about that. Have a good night.
Peace out.
Yeah.